Hello, and welcome to Modeller's Monday Roundup, Episode 11.
Okay, so welcome to this next project. This next project is also for a 187 or HO scale layout, which belongs to a friend of mine. The layout is called Belmont Barn, a video of which can be seen from the Medway Model Show. So for this project, quite a bit's going to be done. First of all, the main aspect is going to be obviously some colour changes. The overall colour is going to be changed as well. Now, this is actually going to be used for a musician group. They're loading or unloading outside a pub on the layout. But like most of the vans used by bands, especially in their early days, they'd like to be a bit battered and bruised or different things. So, as part of an overall colour change, we're also going to have some doors a bit of a different colour as well. The back doors are going to be opened as well. Now, because we can't actually find an easy way of taking the body away from the chassis, which would make this job so much easier, we're actually going to have to use another vehicle as a donor vehicle. So we're going to cut the doors away from both vehicles, and then we're going to hopefully use the doors from the donor vehicle to fit here. Because to cut the doors away from this, we're actually going to have to cut them a bit short, just to have them open. And then on the donor vehicle, we'd actually cut them just on the other side of the hinges, with some fining work as well. So keep up to date with the progress. So work on our Mercedes van for the layout Belmont Barn has continued. We've cut the doors away from one of the vans. However, in doing so, due to some of the way of it being constructed, the mould, we've also had to apply some filler. But that will be sorted out. And then from the donor vehicle, we've actually cut the doors themselves. And we have checked that they do fit. So the next stage will be sorting the filler out, making sure we can get that nice and smooth. We're then going to give that a paint of black and obviously touch up the rear bumper. And this set of doors would have to be split into two. So there is a nice little middle line straight through, of which we're going to cut to create two separate doors. So the Mercedes-Benz van, which is for the HO scale layout Belmont Barn, has now been painted in white. Overall, it's taken 4 coats of white, so it's taken quite a lot of white. This isn't the end, nowhere near in fact actually. Both the doors, the front doors, the drivers and the passenger side will actually be painted a different colour. This to show that basically it's had some work done and doors replaced. So what colour? Well, we're actually going to use a green for this. But obviously before we do that, make sure we can mask off all the areas so we don't get any paint going over where we don't want them. And then we'll get on with painting it in the green colour. Okay, so with masking now completed, we're now going to concentrate on painting it up in green. We're actually going to use a Humbrol 30 green. The green has now been applied to the doors, this side and this side. So now what we're going to do is add some rust effects and weathering. We've looked at some research, and the Mercedes Sprinter vans were very, very heavy with rust, especially around the front arches, all the way along the bottom seals, around the back, around by where the hinges were. Again, rearward arch heavily, and along all the bottom seals, as well as along the tops. Again, both sides. So quite a bit of heavy weathering effects with rust to do for that. So our Mercedes van has been weathered. You can see on the doors I've also allowed some of the chipping to be completed. Again, just gives it a nice weathered finish. We've allowed one of the rear lights to stay missing as well. Again, it just gives that appearance that it's a bit of a battered and bruised van. The rust weathering has gone on really well. Something, again, I'm very pleased with. I've mentioned in a previous video about the use of Army paint quick shades. And that is, again, what's been used to create the rust effect. And again, very, very happy with the result. So we've got one last stage to do, and that is to now fit the rear doors, and the rear doors will be fitted in an open position. So we've come to an end now with the Mercedes-Benz van project. You can see the doors are now in their open position, and this is now finished. You can see we've got one door open partially, and the other one fully swing open, just to give it a bit of a variety. We hope that you've actually enjoyed this very, very simple but yet effective little project. Something that we're going to probably do more of at some stage in the future.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the SDK FZ222 build. In this episode, I will be priming, painting the base colour and painting the gun assembly. So sit back and enjoy. So to prime the model, I'm going to use Mission Models Primer. For this, I use 20 drops of primer and 2 drops of thinner. The model was sprayed at around 15 to 20 psi. I sprayed the model using Tamir's XF63 German Grey with a few drops of white. I did this to act as a base coat for the chipping fluid. I then applied 2 layers of heavy chipping fluid by Ammo. After applying this layer of paint, I had a go at creating the chipping effect, but I didn't get the desired effect I wanted. I ended up applying another layer of Tamiya's XF63. The tyres were painted using XF85 by Tamiya. I bought this tool by Helix to paint the wheel rims. You can buy these on eBay for about £2.99. It's time to paint the seat. For this I use 2 drops of khaki, 2 drops of AK's drying retarder, and 1 drop of water. For the base coat for the gun assembly, I use Mission Models German World War II interior white. To paint the 2cm cannon and the MG34, I used gunmetal by Ammo. I gave the model 2 coats of Tester's dull coat. This will protect the model during the weathering stages. That's it for this episode. In the next episode I will be adding the decals, or the decals, depending what you want to call them. I will be painting all the other little details underneath the vehicle, and whatever else I can cram in. So thanks for watching.
Hello modelers, today I'm going to unbox the 148 scale T3485 by Hobbybox. It's pretty clear to me, and there's a lot of interior details. It should be a really fun build. It also comes with a set of waterside decals, though you couldn't see it clearly here. And it comes with some few photo etch parts and cables and clear plastic parts. Here we have the wheels. There's a lot of detail on the wheels, but there's some flashing, which it's okay. You can clear them out with your knife or a sandpaper. Here we have the tracks, which they're not the rubber band tracks, but this should be a challenge for me to build since this is my first tank build. I know. It seems weird that even it's my first tank build that I should go for easier models, but let's take it as a challenge. As you can see, there's guides for building the tank tracks, so it should be easier, right? As you can see all the tons of details it has again. It's truly amazing for such a cheap kit. But look at all those thin plastic parts. I hope I don't break any of them. I think the nozzle is slide molded so that you don't have to drill it, as you can see right here. Even the gun has detail. I haven't built a kit in such a long time. Though when I was like around 12 to 14, I used to build Gundam kits. So I do have some experience. And I hope it'll be that great. But anyways, thanks for watching my video.